Good evening, everybody. Welcome to This Is Not Art and Chatting, obviously. This is tutorials with Dreaming Tabitha and me, the Geeky Crochet, Maria. What's up, everybody? I hope everybody's having a lovely time. How are you doing, Dreaming Tabitha?
I'm a little sunburnt now that I look at myself. I've been outside and I'm like, dear God, why did I wear this shirt outside? And I
You are
literally
sun. Oh my gosh, you really are sunburned.
I didn't even realize. And look at the dumb
Oh,
design I have in my arm now. Oh my gosh. I'm so stupid.
oh my
So
gosh.
Florida has cold. And so I was like, you know what? I'm gonna wear this shirt because it looks fancy, but it's like the best of both worlds. Like it keeps me
Yeah,
warm and
yeah,
cool. Okay.
yeah.
So then the sun decided to just stay out and get warm. And so now I have this dumb braid pattern on my arms, and I'm looking at myself in the camera. I'm like, holy crap, my forehead and my nose. I didn't put sunscreen on. I didn't wear a hat. I wore sunglasses. That's Tabitha. But I wore my dragon necklace all day, so I'm
Okay.
ready to
Yeah,
make
yeah.
dragons. I did,
Yes.
yeah, yeah. Now
Dreaming
I'm
Tabitha. Yeah. She branded herself. This is iconic. This is so iconic. Thank you. It
can't
kind of is.
wait. I can't wait to wear a tank top now. I can't wait.
Anyway, I hope everybody's having a great night. It is Friday night, TGIF, and we love it because we're going to do some dragon drawing. So I hope you guys have everything ready. And if anybody wants to go check out the other one we did last week, it's down in Dreaming Tabitha's description below. It's there, her YouTube channel, and that's where we're going to be doing it the next week, and you can see what we did last week. So we are going to be doing some dragon wings today. I hope everybody. You remember the wing hugs?
Wing hugs.
Wing
Right.
hugs.
Now we're doing dragon wing hugs.
I should have put all my. I have a great T-shirt. I still have a great T-shirt designed by the great Mrs. R to the Icky, who is in the chat tonight, and she did a lovely, wing hugs
That's
T-shirt,
right.
which I still use, I still have, and it's even. And I'm gonna tell you guys something. It's on the advertisement of my office because it's one of the greatest pictures that I have. So, like, for Women's Day, International Women's Day, which is tomorrow,
Oh.
they did they put a compilation of pictures of the women that work in the office, and she said, "Send your best picture of last year," and I'm like, "Hey, last year," as if I don't have good pictures last year. So,
You're like, last year wasn't a good year for me.
no,
Can I do 2023?
I think I did like 2022 or something like that. I don't know.
Ah.
But the thing is that I had this great picture of wing hugs right there. And I'm like, I just sent it there and they put it. So wing hugs is in my office advertisement.
Wing hugs.
Yes. Okay, so I'm gonna change my camera so you guys all can see what we have right in front of us. Oh, that's not what should be right in front of us. Neither should this be right in front of us.
Oh, surprise, surprise.
We have some wing hugs right here. We have some, and I don't know what you're going to be doing using there, Tabitha. If you
I
have
mean, I'm using paper and pencil, old fashioned.
old fashioned, so I'm gonna put myself. I don't know how to do this now.
There
Again,
you go.
there we go. Okay, so well, yeah, I
It
know.
makes it look like I'm the one teaching.
I
Okay,
know.
okay. I'm ready. I'm ready
I
for wings.
know. But
I
anyway, so well, I'm a really bad YouTuber, so I didn't say hello to the chat.
chat.
We have a canalist. I hope I'm saying
I canalist.
a canalist. There you go. A canalist. He canalist or she canalist. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. We got Terra Crystal, of course, and we have the Range Lunatic, also known as DL. Nice to see you there. Nice to see you. Of course, we have the real Stefan TV. Hello, good sir, and obviously the Mrs. R to the Icky is in the house. And little by little, people are going to be triggering in. And look who's here. It's T-Rex 007. Thank you so much for coming. Okay, so I have done here a 4-step thing. So we're going to be reviewing what we did. So last week we did a beautiful.
Oh man.
Yeah.
He's so cool.
I know. And it's called Fred.
You named him.
Well, actually, Tara Crystal named it. He's like, I feel like his name should be Fred. And I'm like, Fred it is.
I don't know what it is with fantasy creatures that need old-fashioned standard American names. Like standard European names like Jeff, Bob, Dave. Something about fantasy creatures that have names like this. It's just the best.
Bob would have been fun. But Fred it is. So this is Fred. And Fred is very angry today, but that's okay.
And a little cheeky, it looks
he is cheeky. He is cheeky. He's like, I see your French fries and I'm gonna eat them in front of you.
Yeah. Exactly. And there's nothing you can do about it.
There's nothing you can do about it. Exactly. All righty. So yes, we did that. And today we're going to be doing, obviously, like I said, oops, as always, I'm hitting my
Ipsidoodle.
We're going to be doing some wings. So
this is great because I only know pretty much how to do wings like one way. And so this will be fantastic.
Okay. So I'm just going to, I have to like put my camera in there.
Oh,
the shading's so much fun.
So much fun.
So it's been fun because I've actually been able to study like sort of a very, very light sketch of the structure of how to make a wing. And I've actually I've come to understand it, which is something that I really need. I don't know about you, but I really need to understand what it is that I'm drawing. So basically, what is a wing? Basically, a wing is the hand. It's the arm and the hand of a dragon. Okay.
With a parachute.
With a big parachute. It's a webbed hand. Yeah. Okay. And that's how I designed it. And that's how I learned it, And obviously, what does your hand have? Your hand has we have 5 fingers, but the dragon's not necessarily. This one has 3, But a hand, if you structure a hand, and we'll see it in just a bit, you structure it as a rectangle with just lines coming out of it, and then knuckles. So it's like fingers, right? And the knuckles are like a little circle. So that's what I've done. And again, I'm hitting the camera as always. So let's get to it. First of all, what do we need? A pencil. Oh, sorry. We need a pencil, right? We do have a pencil. We have an eraser. We have an eraser. You want to get fancy? You got different types of erasers. But I don't know where my kneading thing is. Well, anyway. And the last time you have it, I don't know which one.
What a loser. Don't even know where your kneaded eraser is.
I need my kneaded eraser.
Come on.
I don't have it.
Ugh.
And this is for the super duper dancy fancy people. Dreaming Tabitha talked about smudging the last time, and this is shading is done with smudging. You can do it with your fingers, or you can do it with this baby right here, which is it's a blending stub basically. Do you have your blending stub? Well, you can use it. If not, I have a kneaded eraser or 2. I still have a kneaded eraser. I need my kneaded eraser. I don't know where I put it. Versus, fudge. That's okay. Okay, so while we're waiting for Dreaming Tabitha, I hope everybody's been having a lovely, lovely, lovely time. I'm not a host like Tabitha, so I sometimes kind of go, say things that are like weird. I need cricket sounds. Okay. So yes. So while we're waiting for Dreaming Tabitha, let me just show you.
I'm here.
You're here? Oh wow.
But I think I got rid of my smudgers because I was like, I'll just get some new ones because my other ones were still left over from college. So I'm gonna see if I can cheat and use.
Okay. This. All right. Okay.
We'll see.
All right, so let's first structure. So I did this in 4 steps, but I would like to show you guys a little bit how I design the wing. So like I said before, the wing is basically an arm, right? It's from the shoulder arm, the forearm, and the hand. So if we were talking about phantom lines. So usually we're going to do a very, very simple sketch, a phantom line of what would be the shoulder. So the shoulder is just a circle, okay? And then that obviously that's her, from there, what comes out is an arm, which is just a line. A line, no? Then if my anatomy is correct, and I checked my arm for that,
I use myself for reference to draw a dragon, don't know if you can notice the similarities.
the next one would be the elbow.
Oh.
Okay, so the elbow here, and then you would go wonky and go which way or that way. Or I like to draw my if you want to put like a dragon that is with its wing extended, you can go up a little bit. So it could be a 90 angle if you like. This would be a 90-degree angle. You could do it a little bit more extended. You can do it. That's up to the drawer to decide. Yeah. Oh, we have Jay and the Elite Fan. Thank you so much for coming, good sir. He was last night on.
Oh, sorry.
That's okay. Okay, so now we have the arm, we have the forearm here. So now comes the hand. So the hand, like I said, well, I'm gonna take off this so that you guys can see. So the hand, like I said, is basically it's not a rectangle. I'm not sure what would that be.
Oh, yeah, I know when you draw it, it's kind of like a square that's been stretched at the top.
Exactly.
It's the best way. It's like almost like a piece of bread, it's a square, but you stretch the top a little.
Exactly. So that's what we did. So what we're going to do is a box that is a little bit bigger and a little bit more rounded. I'm going to do it like darker because afterwards you erase this, but I'm going to just do it darker for the demo. So like that. So we have now, okay, the closest that can be described is parallelogram. Nice. Okay. Parallelogram. So, oh, and welcome, memes of destruction. Hello. And we have Nerd Takes. Found the channel through Tomby. Oh, shout out to Tomby. He is such a great guy. He has been supporting me these past few days on his channel. I have been lurking during my office hours while he has been gaming. And we got some big stuff coming up. Thank you so much. And thank you, Nerd Takes, for coming by. We're doing some dragon wings. Okay, so we have the arm, the forearm, and now we have what we would call the hand. No? And from the hand, what comes out? Fingers. Right?
Phalanges.
Okay. Phalanges. That would be phalanges. So in this case, I'm just going to do 3 because that's what the one that I designed. 3 here. So one would come out from this part here. And then you can do this. Now you can do this however you want. This is really, really up to the artist. I'm doing it a little bit curved because my paper is actually finishing off, so I can't go further up, right? So we're going to do 3 parts, just like the finger has 3 parts, 1, 2, and 3, and it has 2 knuckles here, a knuckle here, a knuckle here. We're gonna do some wings with that. Now the fingers of the wings. So we have 1 here, and then we have a knuckle, which is a small circle here. We continue the line, however you want, the second knuckle, and then we finish it off here.
Okay. Like a broken umbrella.
It's like a broken umbrella. Okay. You're going to do the same thing, except you're going to lengthen the middle finger. You're going to lengthen it just a wee bit.
You mean like past the first joint?
Past the first joint.
Okay.
You pass the first joint. That's how I do it. You can do it differently. Doesn't matter. No worries. again, 3 parts of 3 parts of the finger, 2 knuckles. And then the third one comes right from the corner, and it can go also down a little bit. It really depends on how you want to design this. And again, it goes just a tad further than the other 2. So there you have it. You have the basic structure of a wing. Okay, now what happens? Some people like to put a thumb actually on the dragon.
That's what separates us from the animals.
So I like to put right up here, just sticking out. That's where I'm going to put my thumb.
Okay. Oh.
So now you have step 1 done. This is what I call step 1.
Yes.
Okay. I structured it as step 1, step 2, step 3, and obviously step 4.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
The found like the skeletal. Essentially, it's a skeletal structure.
Exactly. It's a skeletal structure, and then you just flush it out, and then you shade it.
Okay.
And then what else? After what you can do is with that structure, then you can pose it as in any way that you want.
That makes total sense.
Okay, so I'm just going to draw on top of step 1. I'm not going to draw again a step 2. Those of you who want to can do that. So what do I do next? So I need to flesh this out. I need to give this, we have the bones here, but we need a little bit of flesh on there, you know?
We need some meat on the bones.
Exactly. So a good way is actually to put in what I call sausages.
Literally put the meat on the bones.
We're going to put some meat on the bones. We're going to put on sausages.
Okay, this is fascinating. I've never heard of this terminology when
this is
creatures. I can't wait.
Oh, really? This is so Art Attack. I don't know about you, but I feasted on Art Attack, like the old one with Neil Buchanan.
I don't know what this is. Okay. Teach me your ways, Obi-Wan.
Art Attack? Oh my gosh. Oh, Padawan, you are
so young.
So young, yes. Okay, so basically what you're going to do is you're with the same phantom lines, you're going to create sausages.
Oh.
On the meat, on the bones.
This is so fun.
T-Rex is having a ball, you know, meat.
Right.
Yeah. The tasty sausages, right? So we have, for the forearm, we have a little bit thicker of a sausage. And then on obviously the forearm, it's a little thinner because the forearm usually is thinner. I'm not going to touch the hand. The hand is basically already fleshed out because of the circle of the that thing. Yeah.
The piece of bread. I like how we've just basically broken down a dragon's wing into food. We have sausages and bread.
It's a great hot dog, man. Okay. All we need is mustard.
Oh my. Ooh.
Okay. So also you could do a very, very thin sausages on the if you like. You know, I would skip this step, but again, it really depends. But if you really want to know how thick you want to go, I usually have very, very, very thin sausages, and I even draw on the line on the phantom line.
Okay.
This is just to give me a reference as to how thin or how thick I want. Maybe I want it thicker. Maybe I want it super muscular. It's like,
Miss Archie says, I'm kind of hungry. I know, right? You talk about sausages and mustard. I'm like, as you know, German origins, I'm there. Like, yes, Dijon.
Okay. All right. So I'm just gonna leave it. I'm gonna add a little bit of a flesh here. Just a very quick. This is just so I know.
Okay, so all the way through, like each one gets a
just a little, yeah, because these
thicker.
are okay. Not too much. Obviously, just like your hand, each part of the finger it has a different thickness to it. Obviously, the bottom part that is connected to the palm of your hand is thicker. Then it goes on thinner. The same way, the lines of the fingers of the dragon also go like to the dragon wings.
Maybe did I miss this step? Do you also do this at the tips?
Yes, you can do this at the tips, but the tips are very, very thin. Very thin, okay. And you can even finish it with a point, like so. I'm not sure if you can see that. I'm going to put it in big. You can finish it like this.
Ah, yes. Okay. Makes sense. More dragony. More menacing. Got it. Mine looks like it's made out of recycled paper bags at the moment, but I'm trusting the process. Okay, I'm
trust the process. Trust the process. Maybe a little bit of music in the background. Did we put music in the background of the last one? No. I do not remember. Oh, okay.
I did not.
Okay. Anyway. All right. So now we have sort of a fleshed out dragon wing, right? Sort of.
Terrible. But I'm trusting the process.
What about the thumb? What happens to the thumb? The thumb has to be fleshed out. Usually the thumb, what I do is it's basically basically a it's not a tube.
Hershey.
It's a horn.
We just want to keep going with food.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. We could do a Hershey kiss,
like an elongated Hershey kiss.
Yes. You can you can do it upwards or backwards. That's totally up to you. I personally, my Hershey's kiss is going to go forwards.
So great. Okay. Mine's going backwards. Okay.
All right. Okay. All right. So this is step 2. So step 2 is done. Okay. Let's go to step 3. Now we got to really make it meaty. We got
more meat. Oh my goodness.
We got to make it meat. So we're going to be connecting all of these phantom lines as if they were muscles. So a muscle, as you know, is not just a line, but more of a curved, going in, going out type, right?
I can't see that. For your example, you might have to draw a little.
That's okay. Yeah, I kind of figured it out, and I'm going to put my light here. So, usually muscles go in and go out.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. Oh, that looks good.
Okay.
Wow, that looks like a real arm. Like you just made that. It's great. Or it looks like the lymphatic system. Either way.
Exactly. So usually these are the muscles here. Yeah. And that's covered with skin, so we don't see that. We just see the brain. Come out. Come out. Wherever you are. There we are. There we go. So we just see this. Yeah. Okay. Right? So Mrs. R2 says, mine looks thick. I think mine will look jacked. Hey, you know what? He's been hitting the gym.
Yeah.
We need Sean Bean. Is it Sean Bean?
Oh, my man, Sean Bean. Now we're talking. We need some thick dragons, back in the world. Some masculine dragons. Here we go.
Okay, so we're going to start off with the shoulder.
Okay.
We don't have a shoulder blade, but we do have a shoulder. And what we're going to do is we are going to go around the phantom line a little bit and go dip into our sausage. We don't dip it with mustard. We just dip in the line.
Yes.
Okay. And then just go down to right where the two sausages, the forearm sausages, right, and the arm sausages, the bicep sausages meet.
It's like, are we making a dragon or doing a recipe? Like, I can't.
It's
So
Friday. I know.
Oh,
We're gonna do the same underneath,
okay.
just a little bit inside, and then go a little bit down, and then obviously what we're gonna do is we're gonna connect not the two sausages, but one sausage with the circle that is the elbow, and we're going to go around. Yes, this is a new dragon T-Rex. He has not done his homework.
We're doing a study of wings tonight, specifically for wings, because some people have a difficult time with that. Last week we did a dragon head. This week we're learning about wings.
It's fascinating. It was fascinating when I was studying this and looking up different references, because I do use references.
Of course you do, because you're a professional.
It's so
you snort at me. Disrespect.
Disrespect your who? Of course, my buddies. One of my buddies nicknamed me Moosh. It's like dishonor your family.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to go around the elbow, and then we're going to connect to the second sausage. Again, we're going to go up a little bit. We're dip in up a little bit, and then roughly almost in the middle, we're going to really dip in to connect even below our phantom line to connect with the hand. Again. So we have like a little bump here. It's like a little wider, and then it dips in even more to connect with our hands there.
Nice.
Yes, dragon wings are also like a cobweb pattern, and you can also use bat wings as a reference for dragon wings.
You can, like, mix and match between like lizard arms and bat wings.
Exactly.
There's a lot of similarities there.
So let's look at the reference. Okay, we're good. We're on step 3 right now, which is this part here.
Yes. It's all coming together.
Buy coffee, Mushu Maria. Oh, thank you. Yes, coffee is life for me. Coffee is life.
Chai tea. By the way, I had chocolate mango latte today.
Oh, wow.
Don't drink it.
Okay. I like what. Okay.
Recommendation if you ever go to Disney. Don't recommend.
Okay. All right. So we're going to continue. We're not done step 3, because what we're going to do is we're actually going to connect our 3 hands. Again, our sausages, our mini sausages or thin sausages. How would it be a thin sausage? What would it be?
What would a thin sausage be?
Like, what would a thin sausage be called?
Well, I guess it depends on where you're coming. What is it? It's not Fleischwurst. Those are the things. What are this? I need to call my mom. What are those little white sausages called that we eat in the garden all the time?
Oh no. But we're gonna do some thin sausages. So we're gonna go using our reference again. We're gonna go basically using the phantom lines, and we're gonna go around the knuckles, connecting the 3.
Oh.
Now you can make this even thinner, the knuckles even smaller. This is where your artiste comes
You don't want
in.
some arthritic dragons, Maria?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. No
Yes.
arthritic dragons?
Yeah, no.
What if he's old? Like, are you discriminating? Okay, whatever.
Dragons will never be old. Ever.
They'll be old, right? Right?
Ever. Ever.
They don't age. Okay. No
No.
arthritic dragon
No.
in our worlds.
Absolutely not. Okay, so Vienna sausages. We're making some Vienna sausages from the fingers. I've had dinner 2 hours ago, so and it was a good dinner. So once we get to the last point here, we like I said, you can do a pointy kind of like a nail, you know, a needle finishing touch. I'm not sure if you can actually see that there. And then you go back the way you not the way you came, but opposite, making it as thin as you like or as thick as you like. Going around the knuckles. You can make the knuckles even smaller if you like, if you don't like it so thick.
I kind of
And,
messed up on my first one, but now that I've done the 2 more, I see it's like, oh, okay, like you said, thinner.
mhm,
I started off way too thick, and
mhm.
I've
So when you get
started.
to the knuckle area, which is this part here, what we're going to
Okay.
do is we're going to dip into the bread shaped hand and then go out and then connect the second one. So
Okay. So kinda like making,
like this, you're making a V shape here.
yeah, okay. Got it.
Oh,
Ooh, yeah.
Bavarian uncured sausage. Hey, this stream is really like a hunger stream. The Hunger Games. May it begin. Oh, by the way, Tabitha, I really have to thank you because yesterday,
Yeah.
during the whole day of Thursday, not during my stream, thankfully, I
Okay.
had stuck in my brain your ding ding
Stomp,
ding ding
stomp,
ding.
roar, roar. Let's talk like
The
dinosaurs.
dinosaurs. The whole
Or dance like dinosaurs.
day, the whole day, I had that stuck in my brain, going over and over, and I'm like, thanks, Tabitha.
Curse you, dreaming
Oh,
Tabitha. Stomp, stomp, roar, roar. And look, you gotta blame my followers. If they wouldn't be so generous, you wouldn't have to worry about ditties like that.
oh my gosh. I'm like, oh, really? Anyway,
That's sometimes the worst little jingles are the ones that get stuck in your head. For
facts.
sure. Earworms, yeah.
Earworms.
Oh my gosh. Okay, it's coming together now.
Again, we're going to
Although,
dip in a little bit into that there, here, and then we're going to connect the third one. I don't know if you're, I don't know where you are. I'm just starting off the third finger.
Canalys is helping with your earworm.
What? Oh gosh.
Stomp, stomp, roar, roar. Let's dance like dinosaurs. Stomp, stomp.
Next Friday, you're probably gonna get so many things just to,
Just to annoy
just
Maria. Yeah,
just to annoy
guys.
me.
Yeah, you're gonna have to come in and be like, never let it die.
We're
Never,
never.
never let it die. Great. I love the fact that people enjoy that because I had no idea what to make for little intros for things like that. So I'm glad that it works. See, Tyler Chris was like, darn, now I really want to see the dinosaur whack the waiter. Like, only on the internet would you ever find something or say a sentence like that. You would never in your life say a sentence.
No, absolutely not. All right, so we are finished step 3. Once you finish the last one, you're done step 3. You can kind of play around if you want to, dip in here to give it a little bit of more muscle. It really depends. You go fancy dancy however you want. But now you have your basic structure ready, and you can even erase. You can start erasing all the phantom lines because you don't need them anymore, actually.
That's what I've started on Teacher, and I must say I wasn't sure how this was gonna go because the knuckles really threw me off, but this worked. Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. I feel so good.
I feel seen. Here we go.
Anyway, talking about seen, we were just about we almost had like 11 people watching at the
woo woo! Be sure to hit the like button, guys.
Check out everything downstairs, down in the description below downstairs. So I am in my attic. I am in my bat cave. So technically everything is downstairs.
There you go.
But
you're in Maria's lair now.
Oh yeah, this is my bat cave.
Be sure to subscribe. Maria does awesome artwork.
Please do. I will be having some interesting guests soon on Art and Chatting. That's the Thursday stream, which is going strong. I'm going on episode 30 something.
Perfect.
Which is amazing. I started off in my room downstairs, and I have gradually
worked your way to the attic.
Exactly. I worked my way to the top. All right, so we have our dragon. We have the dragon structure. Yeah. Step 3, pretty easy, straightforward.
Especially when you incorporate food.
It's always great when you incorporate food. Now we gotta get some Nutella in there. I really don't know. Oh yes, I do know how to get some Nutella. I love.
How do you get Nutella into a sausage breaded dragon? Like, let's do it. Let's do it.
So now we're going to do the fun part, which is it's the easiest part, really, which is the membranes of our dragon right here.
Oh,
this part here.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I love your tears. I have a hard time with that. I know it's kind of like just scribbling, but it's not.
Okay.
There's something to the tears that is hard for me. It's like doing fabric.
It's like doing fabric, exactly. So, Maria Dreaming Habits' hands take a lot of practice. All right. So, the first thing we're going to do, obviously, I kind of put here, step 3, check. Okay.
Check.
Now, what we're going to do is we're going to connect, obviously, from fingertips to fingertips, and all the way down to the pits. To the pits, yeah, exactly. We're going to connect with just phantom lines.
Oh, okay. Let me switch.
Yeah. Pencils. So now you have to remember, if you had webbed, when you web things, or when your fingers are close, if you have slime, that's not edible, right? But you have slime. When you put your fingers together, the slime kind of drools down, right? But if you
I don't like how this
it stretches out. Just the membrane is the same. So since it's half folded, ours is half folded, what we're going to do is we're going to dip in very close to the top fingertip. We're going to dip in, and then we're going to pull it down to the second tip. So it's kind of
like
like
a nice high arch.
Exactly. I was going to say
McDonald's now. Okay.
No, I was going to say Nike. Just do it.
Oh yeah. I guess if you turn it upside down a little bit.
Like this. If you turn it like this, it's a Nike.
I prefer McDonald's, but whatever. You can't eat shoes.
Really depends. If you're in Willy Wonka's world, you can eat anything.
True. It's true.
Again, since this is the top part, we're not gonna do the same type of Nike. We're gonna do just a smaller arch, but
Oh.
here, again, tip by tip, tip to tip, sorry, tip to tip. And you guys know where to tip as well, both tip to left,
Nice. Nice. That was nice.
smooth.
Yes,
Smooth.
very smooth. So funny. Ooh, this is looking nice.
Okay, and then we're going to connect, just like my reference here. We're going to connect. We're not going to connect it to the shoulder. We're going to connect it down here because the wing is connected to the body. It's not connected to the shoulder itself.
Oh. Okay.
So we're going to leave it open. We're going to go in, and then we're just going to leave it. I'm going to put it as the same length as, or the same width of the shoulder. You can go a little bit bigger. You can go a little bit smaller. I'm just doing this for reference. And then
I feel like I'm making a gargoyle.
Again.
I guess it's the same thing, right?
It's the same thing. Yeah. I'm not sure if I have my my sketchbook for gargoyles because I did do Goliath during Inktober. But he was very furry.
He looked really good.
Oh, thanks. And up here, we forgot about the thumb, but we can, I mean, the thumb can be done later on. It's not as important as like the structure itself because it's kind of like an independent thumb. It's kind of there.
Okay.
Yeah, but we can leave that for there. We're going to work on tears because Tabitha wants to learn how to draw tears on her wings.
Yes.
Okay, so let's go to my reference here. So I did some tears here in the middle because obviously my dragon is, you know, he's not old, but he is battle worn.
He been around the block.
He has. All right, so usually the membranes of wings go from, obviously they're coming out from here, right? So the tears are probably going to most likely be the same inclination. So let's go here. So we're going to do some tears here. Now, how do you do a tear? A basic figure of a tear is just a very, very thin oval or a sausage, a very, very thin sausage.
More food.
Yes, but with pointy ends.
Okay.
So you could say a very, very thin eye.
Oh, okay.
So I'm going to do it in a very, very dark. This would be a reference sketch like this. Okay. Obviously, tears are not as perfect. This is just a reference because later it has to go a little bit wonky. It has to go a little bit jagged. So you can kind of jagged it and then a little bit bigger, a little bit thinner here. So you have a jaggedy rip. Sounds great. Jaggedy rip.
Don't talk back.
And you can do as many as you like, as few as you like, or maybe you just want to do two. Maybe you want to do like very, very thin ones and then one really big one, you know?
I mean, I guess you can't do like, well, if we're speaking, I know we're doing a fantasy creature, right? But I guess if we're speaking in realism, depending on the story, I guess of our dragon, we would not want to have too many tears, right? Because then he couldn't technically
He
fly.
can fly, yes.
So how grounded is your dragon? Pretty much.
My dragon is very, very battle worn, but he can still fly.
Oh, he's determined. That's why he's so jacked, you know? Like that's what Mrs. R2's dragon story is gonna be. It's like
Exactly.
that's why he's so jacked because he gotta work harder than everybody else.
Mm-hmm. That's right, baby. And what I've done in the demo here is I've basically chosen 2 dips within my main wing, the big part of the wing, and then 2 rips, big rips in the smaller areas of the wing. You can do that as well. I'm going to show you how to do that. We have our reference here. So why is it important to have a reference as to where the arch is? Because usually where the arch is where the rip is going to be.
Oh,
So
okay.
just draw jaggedy lines. You can go in a little bit, go out. And then when you hit the arch, just go in and up like a V, and then go up, and then connect your so I don't want, this is probably gonna maim him too much, so I don't want the rip there. I don't want the hole there.
Animal abuse on Maria's channel.
My dad wouldn't be very happy.
Yeah.
Which I know he is, because he's a vet, and he's a great vet at that. I know he's watching.
And dragons. Poor dragon deserved better.
So you can do exactly the same thing on the second wing, the second part of the membrane.
Wow. That looks pretty cool. I'm getting better at tears. Thank you, Maria.
Oh, you're welcome. Oh, this is a good suggestion. Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Deranged Lunatic says, what is the pin called that you used for smudging? Well, I call it a blending stub, if that's what you're talking about.
Aren't they just called like blenders?
They're called blenders as well, but I call it a blending stub because it's a stub. Basically, it's just paper.
Yeah,
Paper
it's just
that is
tightly rolled up paper.
So compressed paper, and it can be used for pencil. It could be used for pastels. Can be used for pencil crayons. You know, charcoal.
Charcoal. Yeah, we were both on the same.
All right. So obviously in the larger part of the edge of the wing, the larger part of the wing, you don't want to have too many rips, because obviously that will maim the wing, and your dragon's never ever going to take off again. So
yeah,
again, just kind of jaggedy lines. Don't want to be too perfect. I'm going to put in a couple of dips in, just to say that, yeah, he is battle worn, but he's still good to fly. He's still there. And then you connect it to the end of your third, like your pinky finger, I guess it would be. Oh, T-Rex says, I remember the rolled paper blenders. I gotta dig around. I left in my, yeah. These didn't cost me anything because I had been saving up at my art supply store, and they said, hey, if you're gonna get these, I'm like, yeah, you have enough saved up that you can get them for free. And I'm like,
oh wow,
let's do it.
Fantastic. It's fantastic. It's the best. So
now you can proceed to erase your phantom lines.
Okay. Yes, it's all coming together now.
Obviously, if you erase your real line, it's fine because you can go back.
Yeah.
All is good. Free is the best price. I know, T-Rex. I know, you know
Just
it.
whistling Dixie. Hmm.
And there you have it. You have your dragon wing,
Nice.
right? All we got to do to finish off this dragon wing would be the thumb here, which actually you can do it in different ways. I'm just going to do a very, very simple horn that what Dreaming Tabitha showed us the last time, which is 2 pieces of flesh that come out of the hand, and then just make a horn here. And that is my thumb, personally. Especially for starving artists. Thank you, Tara Crystal. Thank you so much. It's a lot of fun. Now, technically, you are finished. Technically, this is step 4.
The secret step.
So, oh, it's Freddie. Yeah. Yankoba, que punteria. Thank you so much. Maria la punteria. A little Spanish joke there. So let's recap here what we did. So the first thing that we did was we did the shoulder and we stuck out a line, phantom line, which is the biceps here and the triceps. Then we stuck another circle that was the elbow. And then from the elbow in a 90 degrees in this case, we did the forearm and all the way up to the top. And then what we did was a bread-shaped hand.
Yeah.
Right? Then from the bread-shaped hand, we did 3 fingers, right? We had, and the 3 fingers have the 3 parts. We have 2 knuckles, 2 joints, and then 3 parts of the bone. So we did 1 connected with a circle, 2 connected with the circle, and the last part, which we ended up doing in a very like a needle point finish. We did the 3 times. And then step 2 is we fleshed out with some sausages. We had some German sausages here. It's a big, good, good sausage.
A good brat.
Exactly. For the biceps and the triceps. And then we did a very thinner sausage here for the forearm. And then we did very, very thin Vienna sausages for each of the fingers. So that was step 2. Step 3 was we connected those sausages and we dipped in, not with mustard, but we dipped in with our pencil in the different places. And now we can, you can play around with the muscle cords. You can, kind of dip in to see the different types of shadings. Well, and then we erased our phantom lines, and we had the structure of our bone structure of our wings. So we connected all of them, and I suggested that the fingers be as thin as possible. Now you can do thicker or thinner. That really is up to the audience, right?
Mm-hmm.
So DL says, are you going to teach us how to draw dragon scales?
Maybe.
It's
that
out
might
there.
might be something that's coming.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe.
We still have 2 more classes here. So.
We do.
Okay. So and then the last part is what we did was the membrane of the wing itself. We sketched out some phantom lines to give us some reference as to how it is. We did a Nike sign at the top. We did more of a less arched or like a more central arch in the middle. And then we just connected the third one all the way to what would be the body of the dragon. Now, like I said, technically you're finished, but some people like to add an extra membrane between the upper shoulder and the outside of the hand. So I'm just going to do that for demonstration's sake, you could say. So what I do is I dip in and pull up a reference line there. So that connects the top of my shoulder blade to the area of the thumb right there.
You heard it here, folks. Maria dips.
I did? No.
The legal kind.
And then, well, I didn't put any rips on here, but again, what I did was I didn't do it like as perfect. I just kind of did it messy. In fact, I'm going to erase here so that you can see without any pencil. Didn't want to erase too much of my pencil because with my pencil I did the shading. But there you have it.
Nice.
Yeah.
I love that look. So good.
So we're going to do that here. And it's just connecting without being too perfect.
Never perfect. Never too perfect.
And then just like when you stretch your own finger, your own skin, you have these lines coming up, right? The same thing happens here. These are like stretch lines. So you feel as if the membrane is stretching.
So somebody needs some lotion.
Shh.
Dry out here. We're feeling ashy.
Oh, T-Rex says, Maria, is that particular lead pencil or just a number 2? I need one of those lead holder pencils like that. Well, this one, a colleague of mine said, hey, I found this in the office. You're the artist, you can keep it. And I'm like, sure. But I personally love propeller pencils more than pencils themselves for drawing. Now for shading, which is what we're going to do right now, I personally like HB number 2 or 2B. Or not to be. Exactly. Precisely. So for those of you who don't know about which to choose or how it works, so pencils have a range between H and B, and the middle obviously set is HB, right? So I remembered it as H harder, and B blend.
Nice.
So H, the higher you go with an H, the harder your lead is going to be, and there's not going to be smudging.
Right.
Usually used for woodwork, you can go all the way up to 6H. And then on the B side, it's the same thing. You can go all the way down to B. To 6B, and that's just going to be, well, I just find it a total mess, but you know what, that's for preferences. So yeah, this is, I like a balance between an HB, but if I do choose something a little bit more for more blending, I like a 2B.
I'm using HB right now.
There you go. Yeah, I'm going to be using an HB as well for the smudging and for the shading that we're about to do.
I also have a 2H at the moment, but like that, yeah. If you want like nice chiseled lines, you're going up on your H scale there.
Exactly. So, now the pencils I have are just plain old pencils. No, You can definitely work with plain old pencils. Usually, normal pencils are HB, which is a right smack dab in the middle. It's great. I love them. They work well, and they smudge well, which is fine. If you just want to have a little bit more ease with smudging, you just go a little bit softer, which is the B side. But if not, keep to your pencils. There's nothing wrong with HB pencils. I have a whole stack of them, as you can see. Like I have all of this. All right, so are we ready?
Ready.
We are ready to start smudging.
Smudge.
So now we're going to do some shading. And we're going to end up with this beauty right here. Obviously, what I did was I usually ink first my pencil, my drawings. I don't know if you want to do that first, Tabitha.
Okay. I am still learning how to do that. So we just basically go over the important lines
exactly
with ink, and then we'll shade with pencil. Is that
exactly
correct?
That's correct.
All right. Let's do this.
I'm gonna use my Sakura pen that I love Sakura pens.
I'm using my Copic something Japanese pen.
Ooh la
with
la.
a brush tip there.
Oh my gosh, fancy.
I got that from Terra Crystal. Thank you.
Woohoo!
Which gives me because it's a brush tip, it's not necessarily that precise, so it allows. So the bristles, depending on how much pressure you apply, the bristles will spread, or if you put little pressure on it, they will still stay pointed, which allows for variance in the lines, which is pretty cool. I'm learning that for shading as well, which it's nice. It's nice.
Whereas I just have a normal.
I used to have the ones that Maria has, and those are really nice for precision.
I love this. So I did all my Inktober with these and with another set that I can't find because obviously I did the right thing, I mean. And I put
Wait, make up your mind.
I put order in my art supplies. So now I don't know where everything is. Okay, here. So I did Inktober with this. It's a very, very not a cheap set, but it's just a nice, like, affordable set of ink. Pens. I love pens. It's my second favorite medium, apart from watercolor. My second favorite medium is ink. I just love it.
It's pretty cool to work with. It's a little tricky, I find, but that's because I'm not quite as familiar with it. I'm learning.
No, I just fell in love with it, and I fell in love with it with an Inktober.
Yes, me too.
It was it was just so satisfying. So it's psychotic mongoose. Hello! Woohoo! So no, I do not chew my pencil erasers.
What are we, 12? No, we deal with our anxiety like adults with medication now. I'm just kidding.
I was gonna say something else, but
whoops. Did I let the secret out? Sorry.
But okay.
Sorry, prayer. We do a prayer. That's how we deal with our anxiety as adults.
By the way, no shame in flipping your thing just so that you can get to wherever you need to go. Absolutely. Like to the details that you want to go. You can also correct whatever you want to correct with the ink, because obviously the pencil is going to be erased. So if you want to do it thinner, you can thin it out with your pen.
Wow, I would tell you what, doing the tears with the ink really makes them stand out and look fantastic.
Yes. Yes. Never, even in your child. No, not even in my child. I've never eaten. No. What did I chew?
Hey, we listen and we don't judge. Okay, Maria? Sorry, some of us had problems we had to work out, okay? Wow. Okay. All right. Some of us couldn't be perfect.
I definitely chewed on something. I just don't know what it was.
Okay. So your chew toy of choice wasn't a pencil. It was something else. Okay. All right. I'll allow it.
I don't want to say what it was.
No worry. We listen and we don't
We listen and we don't judge.
because the internet never judges us for our decisions in life.
Nope.
Never. Never.
Nor will they ever do it again.
I tried the whole honestly, because I saw other people doing it. I tried the whole chewing of the erasers, but it's so gritty. I didn't
Ugh.
like it. Plus, it doesn't last, so there's no point. I used to bite pencils. Is that
Okay, I bite. Yeah, I
does
bit
that
pencils.
count?
Yes. I don't
Does
know if that counts, but I did bite pencils. Okay, that I did do.
That was
But
usually my go-to thing when I was angry with math and I couldn't understand it, and so I needed to take out my aggression on something, so it would be my pencils.
poor pencils.
Poor rip. I even did that in college.
So I did that when I was thinking.
Like,
Like
after that
like
cruise you
when you're
took,
thinking,
or
that was after I chewed whatever I was chewing. So
Oh, okay.
well, I was thinking I would
Oh, thinking. I understood sinking, and I'm like,
what?
okay.
Well, I was thinking I would bite on my pencil. I wouldn't chew them, but I would bite on them.
Yeah.
Again, we listen and we don't judge.
Hey, T-Rex, yeah, would you we listen and we don't judge. I was young, okay? I was
Yes.
young, okay? We don't know all this stuff. Why do you think we made it through everything that we've made through? You know, microwave meals, red 40. Come on.
Absolutely.
What's a little bit of lead poisoning? Come on. Come on. Kids today can't handle that.
Oh gosh, no.
Purple ketchup, we had it all, okay?
Purple toothpaste
Oh, there you go. Everything. We've had
with sparkle,
every dye known to man. Look, it's okay.
and
We'll
we
be
have
all
used
right. I don't do
dye.
it anymore. I don't my pencils now are far too expensive for me to take my
Exactly.
aggression out on, okay? As an adult, I have learned there are other methods of letting out frustrations besides ruining like these stuff ain't cheap, okay?
It's true. My my stuff is just too expensive to actually,
No. We grow
bite
up
on it.
and we realize, okay, we got to find another outlet to fill this because we ain't no.
That ain't happening, man. That ain't happening.
No.
Now, I do have to say, it took a very long time to wear off. So I once like stabbed myself with a pencil by
Oh, come
accident.
on. Have we not all been okay?
Okay, yeah. Well, anyway, the thing is that my finger healed, but I could see the lead that was still in there.
Did you tattoo yourself on
I tattooed
accidentally?
That's
Is it still
so
there?
true. You know what? No, not anymore.
Not anymore.
No,
If your body consumed it.
probably. But yes, I did have my first tattoo now that I remember.
My mom has one of those. Her friend, because so in Europe they would still in school they would still use the ink pen, like the feather pens, with the
Uh-huh.
pens, right? And my mom was studying with one of her best friends when she was a teenager, and he just got bored while they were studying, looked at his pen, and he was like,
No.
"Huh?" And he stabbed my mom in the arm. And he
Wow.
looked at her and said, Did that hurt?" And so she took her pen and stabbed him and said, "What do you think?"
Nice.
And to this day, my mom still has a dot of ink in her arm. So I told her, it's like, because my mom's not for tattoos. And I told her, it's like, that's a tattoo. I was like, you have a tattoo of the whole world on your arm as seen from a very great distance.
Wow.
She wasn't very happy when I told her that it was a tattoo. Like, technically, it's a tattoo. And
It is a tattoo because
technically, it's a tattoo.
Yes.
She's like, well, it wasn't on purpose. It wasn't voluntary. She's like, stabbed by my best friend. What?
Because best friends do that. They stab each other.
And then, like, does that hurt? What do you think? Germans, what are you gonna do? Let me just stab my best friend and see if it hurts.
Ouch.
Crazy nonsense.
Well, if I ever meet you or anybody else, I'm gonna be very aware if you do have anything like stabbing
What? I don't do that anymore.
anymore. Okay,
Look, you're not my brother.
that's
Okay?
true.
I don't stab anymore. Actually, one time I did. Again, young, dumb, stupid, whatever. I did stab. I poked. I would like to say I poked my brother with a pencil, and my mom took. Parents raised my brother that you don't hit girls, right? And so,
Raised right.
yeah, but I was a brat and I abused that power.
Oh,
So my mom wouldn't have any of that. And so she sat me down and she told my brother to stab me.
wow.
And Joshua, my brother, wouldn't do it. And so she did it.
Oh.
She even bit my finger one time because I bit my brother. I was young, okay? I was young. What are you gonna do?
This is a night of
Uh,
confessions.
I was the youngest. I was jealous of my brother. I thought he was perfect, and I got mad at him for being perfect. And we're best friends to this day, by the way. Like,
It's so true.
it's okay. All is forgiven. And so my mom took my finger because my brother wouldn't do it. He was scared of me, and so she bit my finger. And it hurt, and my mom was really scary looking when she did. She did.
Wow, I can imagine.
Oh my god!
Alrighty, so we are done. Officially, we are done. We need to shape, and you can erase all the pencil because we're going to start shading.
I love shading.
So what do I use for shading? My handy dandy pencil, like a normal pencil, not my not like
my normal pencil.
Yeah, a normal pencil, the ones that wood, the ones that you bite and technically.
Yeah, the normal pencils, the ones that you're willing to bite.
Exactly. I'm not going to bite, plastic. So what I do is I shade darker on the inside and lighter on the outside. Because obviously the arm of our dragon gives a shading to the membranes, to the wing itself. So that's what we're going to do. And that now it really depends on how you want to do it. Last time Dreaming Tabitha taught us to go circular motions to give it a little bit more like a I guess, quality to it. You can do that. Or what you can do is very, very lightly. I do this. It really depends on the on the artist. You can shade a little bit and then you can smudge it out. So I'm going to be using my smudging my stub. And what I love about this stub is that it loads with lead. It actually loads with lead, and then you can use that and smudge out on a lighter scale downwards. So you have a nice gradient from dark to light. These are super cheap. I mean, these, like I said, this one was free, but it cost like $5, $5 Canadian bucks, which is less than $3 in American for those who want to do that. And it came with 3 types. It came with a middle, a big, and a small one. So it's cheap stuff. It's just basically it's just paper that is compressed and turned into a cylinder with tips.
There you go.
And then again, you guys know where to tip, Tara Crystal has been giving
On
us some
point.
beautiful, links to tips if you want to help starving artists like me. And I don't know if
The artist, yeah.
like Dreamy Tabitha, can you be considered a starving artist?
Some days it feels like that.
Okay. Like Dreaming Tabitha, starving artist there. You can check out her
I always
technique.
want food. I'm an artist and a female. I always want food. Can't help myself.
Oh, thank you very much, Tara Crystal. We're going to be seeing soon Dreaming Tabitha's wing very, very soon. And it's the Dinnertan. Good evening, sir.
I feel like I'm falling behind. Loud noises. I may have gone a little crazy with my ink pen, so
Oh.
I may have diverted from what was instructed. My apologies. There's always that one rebel in the class,
No,
Sorry,
this is a
teacher.
mythical creature.
I know, but I'm supposed to be listening to what you're saying, and I
Oh, you are? Oh. Huh. Okay.
supposed to be following the examples of my peers, right? Maybe.
Mhm.
Sure.
Yes, of course.
Maria's the
yes.
teacher, and I've. Okay. All right. So we are blending.
Anybody in the chat doing following along, doing their own thing? I know Mrs. R2 was doing it.
Yeah, what are your dragons? How are they looking? How are they turning out?
Send us a picture. I will put it up on the screen here so that everybody can see. Send me a DM. You know where to find me.
Post it on the Twitter, whatever you want, wherever you want.
On the Twix.
On
That was yesterday, right? Deranged Lunatic said, "This is Maria's Twix," and I'm like, "Am I on Twix?"
Yeah, that's just what it's easier to call it that because I don't want to call it X. I think that's stupid.
I don't like X either personally, but I respect it.
It's still so I still call it Twitter, but now it's just it's like Twix, and people kind of sort of know what you're talking about if you're in the space,
Yeah.
Unlike Maria, who apparently isn't in the space.
No.
So she will be. Don't worry.
It's just that I'm on so many social medias that I like.
Yeah.
I was actually on Rumble as well. But
yes, I was too. But it was just no, I need to focus on one or the other.
Exactly. So
I focused on the one instead of the many.
Yeah. Oh, I getcha.
The
will of one. So yeah.
Or the few.
The few.
Or the few.
Well, I don't know about you, Dreamy Tabitha, but I love to put my pencil to the side to shade.
Yes. Kind of depends on what it is, but yeah. Yeah. Hard at work here. Getting the muscle going on the hands.
Oh, nice.
I mean, my hands, not my dragon.
Oh,
we're working the muscles. When you're shading, I mean, you don't realize how much muscle you're using.
It's true.
Because you're going in these little circles. Well, and that I don't know about you. Okay, I was instructed that when you're doing blends and shading, and you start off soft, and you start adding more and more as you go. You're supposed to do consecutive circles. You don't necessarily want to go back and forth. If you want to do a proper blend, especially when coloring pencils, you want to go in circles.
Let's see how it goes. Okay, I'm gonna
with back and forth, you see the lines. With circles,
you don't see the lines.
Small consecutive circles, they blend better.
Okay. I'm doing small consecutive circles.
I mean, obviously, because you're using a blender, it won't matter quite as much. But if you were just doing this with the pencil or coloring pencils, then
now what I did find is that you have to be consistent with the blender itself. Don't go up and down, and then no. If you're gonna smudge horizontally, keep it horizontal. Unless you go onto the like a corner here, for example, then just change it a little bit. But you can kind of see the how you're smudging. So just be careful with that.
Yeah, you always want to be consistent, whether it's with your pencil, your smudger, paintbrush, whatever it is. You don't want to, because then people can tell, and it kind of breaks up the art and kind of an opinion. It's kind of distracting. If you want to get nitpicky about stuff, it kind of distracts.
Another tip that that I would give is go darker, like in the corners and on the sides of the wing. Just a little bit of shading on the sides so that you can pick up that lead and smudge it into the middle.
Yeah, because it'll basically fade out.
Yeah.
Because obviously you want your shadows wherever the light is not.
Where the light is not touching, that is not our kingdom.
Exactly. If we've learned something from the Lion King is, stay in the lighted area. And remember who you are.
Always. You always remember who you are.
Rest in peace, Darth Vader.
Okay, so not to drench the subject too much, but when are y'all gonna be gaming again? Well, again, for me, it's not again.
Well, you mean, when is Maria gonna start gaming, and when am I gonna return to gaming? I know it's been a hot minute since I have gamed. It's been one of those weeks. I may do something tomorrow. It just kind of depends. I do kind of need to go to the grocery store.
What? You gotta do adulting?
I got an adult tomorrow, so we'll just kind of see. But
that's terrible.
I miss the gaming. If anything, I will return to it on Sunday. I need to get started on one of my art projects that I want to do for Snow White. If you're part of the community tab, some of you have made suggestions as to what I should do with my Snow White art piece, and I have followed one of your suggestions.
Ooh, okay.
But I won't tell you which. I won't tell you who. It's a surprise, but I need to get started on that, because if I want to release that in time for Snow White, the horrendous movie that's going to come out, I need to get started with it.
That is so true. I mean, that you have to get started with it. And the horrendous movie. I was really looking forward to the Brett
Cooper one?
Brett Cooper version.
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't heard anything else about that. I don't know if it's not coming out or what the case might be.
That'd be sad, though.
All that work that went into it?
Yeah. And she does a lovely Snow White, let me tell you.
She does look pretty nice. I don't know. I feel like that one's is taking just as long as it took Disney's to come out.
Fair enough.
Like, okay, you guys made a big talk about this. Show me the money. Show me the Carfax. Where is it?
So, in regards to me gaming, so I just recently got a yearly subscription thanks to another benefactor for Crossover.
What is Crossover?
So, Crossover is an app that allows Mac users like myself to use PC games.
Oh, nice.
So Tomby is going to be like
guiding
me to use that, because he has gifted me the sweet man Final Fantasy 1, 2, and 3 to play. Toby is amazing. He's so awesome.
Do you have Steam?
I do have Steam. That's the thing. But the thing is that Final Fantasy does not work on Mac Steam. It works on PC. Yeah.
Lame. Why can't we all just get along?
I know. That's what I was saying. Anyway. Okay, I'm almost done the third one here. I'm going to start the third one. I don't know how you're doing,
I'm coming along. She coming around the mountain. I mean, obviously, with something like this, if I was really going to go in seriously with pencil shading, I would need like another 5 hours.
I saw a reel of an artist putting 1 minute No. Uh, what was it? It was 1 hour shading an eye
Yeah.
and 10 hours shading an eye.
Mm-hmm. Makes a difference.
Wow. Obviously, the 10-hour one was.
That's why I wasn't exaggerating when I'm like, okay, if I had
Yeah.
5 more hours, this would look very different. But this doesn't look bad. This is, and that has to do again also with like experience, where it's like, okay, if you hear us talking about, wow, it takes 5 hours to do this. Number one, yes,
It
artwork
does actually.
takes
No,
a
yeah.
long time. But the other thing is too, is that you don't have to invest 5 hours for it to look good. It's really up to preference and the style that you're going for.
Mm-hmm.
But because we're smudging and then you're layering, it takes longer, especially when you want to have a lot of darkness, a lot of contrast.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the reason why. I don't want people to think that, wow, we have to work on this for 5 more hours for it to be good. Not
No.
necessarily, but for my personal preferences, is if I wanted to get this to where I would love to have it, give me 5 more hours. I've been there, and that's like when I went to college and we would practice drawing the same stuff over and over again, and we would do pencil drawings and stuff like that in the drawing class. It's like, okay, yeah, it does it. Actually, there's this one YouTuber that I follow. He's kind of new to the space. He doesn't have a lot of followers, but oh man, what is his name? It's like Nicora or something like that. He does some of the most amazing fantasy pencil sketches, and he will stream for 5 to 6 hours every day.
Oh,
And
he's living the dream.
I'll have to send you his link so you could check out his stuff.
Please.
And he does a lot of commission work, and Maria, the details that he puts. And he was actually saying one time, he's like, I don't get into digital artwork. He's like, because I tried it one time, and the fact that you can zoom in so close in the details of your stuff, he's like, it would distract me.
It would
because
destroy him.
Yeah, he's like, I would focus so much attention on the details that when you zoom out, you couldn't see, that it was essentially a waste of time. So, I mean, he does such detailed work in his hand drawings that it's just amazing. Just amazing. I think he said originally he was from not Serbia. He's originally not from the United States, but he moved here when he was very young.
Okay.
And so he's pretty much American with a slight accent, which is a lot of Americans anyway. But like, as far as the influence and stuff like that, you kind of have to listen to him for a little while, and you're like, something's a little off. And then all of a sudden you realize, oh, he's from originally he was from another country, but pretty Americanized.
Nice. Very
But
nice.
yeah, I'll have to find him and I'll send him your way. I'm going to try to see if I can get him on the art party, but I just discovered him. So I know it'd be probably kind of weird if I'm like, hey, I think you're really cool. You want to come on art party?
Okay, so I'm done my smudging of the main wings. I'm just going to smudge a little bit this part here, the extra membrane here. And then if you want, you can start giving a little bit of depth to the arms. If not, you can just leave it as it is. It still looks great. Doesn't look as realistic as it could be.
Exactly.
But
realism takes hours. That's why we're saying, guys, like, it's just preference.
But it's okay. It's not bad. It's
can give it more of a cartoony vibe, or
I love realism. That's always my go-to.
That's what I aspire to do.
Yeah. So I usually will go for like a little bit more like depth, but then again, if you really want to get into detail, what you can do is you can have a reference photo of muscles and then start actually shading the muscles, because obviously you're not going to draw them because the skin is over the wing of like the skin is over the flesh, the sausages that we had. So
you can start putting veins in and things like that.
Or you could start using scales, like I think it was T-Rex. said, are you going to show us scales? You can add scales to the wings. It really depends on the artist. It really depends on what you want to do. Or you can just leave it as it is. So,
Peripheral.
yes. So while we're waiting for Dreaming Tabitha, let's see what the chat has been saying.
I'm almost done.
So T-Rex says, I'm no gamer. Oh, believe me, T-Rex. When I say I'm no gamer, I really mean it. I suck at games, but I have fun. So I'm no gamer, but I love games. I just have a PS2 and an Xbox 360 and some games for my Apple. Oh, wow, including Tucker. Not sure what that is, but yeah. And both Maria and Dreaming Tabitha, I do not like to be rushed personally when I have done art in the past. It's true.
Nobody wants to be rushed, but sometimes if you're doing like commissions and stuff, you don't have time. You have to work within your
Yeah, I don't know. It's like, or ask like Jinja.
Yeah.
Like he stayed up, he did an all-nighter just to finish up some work that he did. So, oh well, thank you, Danny says, I love that wing. Awesome shading. So yes, we have more sausages. And I know the real Steven TV says, I know I've been lurking this whole time, but it looks awesome. Thank you. I lurk sometimes from the office.
Of course, she does. I like when you pop into my streams and you're like, I can't hear anything, but I'm here. Yeah. Okay. Maria's here in spirit.
It's true, because obviously it's like I can't put in audio. I can't put on my earbuds in the morning. So I just kind of watch and see your lips move.
You read it, Maria is learning to read lips.
I have to learn how to read lips just so that I can watch some streams during the morning that I have a little bit more time. But yeah. Okay. Well, Knights of the Old Republic.
Ooh, that's a great game.
I'd love to play that. But I'm going to start off slowly. I'm starting again Zelda, Link to the Past. I love that game. And then I'm going to be going on to Final Fantasy. And I don't know what Dreaming Tabitha has in store for me, because she said, we're going to start you off slowly.
And I was like, maybe. Or maybe we'll just make her jump in right away. All right, I'm going to call the quits on this. I'm going to sign it.
Oh, nice. You're going to sign it already? I'm going to sign mine.
Of course I am. Because once you sign it, it is, it's like Jesus. It is finished.
I'm going to put you up on screen here. There you go. Big and... Oh, let's
burnt. Big and burnt. I noticed that I've been turning redder ever since I got
It's so true. Oh, my gosh. Oh, man.
Looking on
what? That's gonna hurt.
Look, that's
an X. You've been
X on my arm.
You've been X'd.
I am. Oh my god, I've been scared. Okay.
Are you ready?
Ready to reveal.
All right, here we go.
Are you ready?
I am ready.
Okay, let me move this out the way.
Oh my gosh. That is so awesome. That is crazy.
I had a good teacher.
Oh, look at those rips, man. That is insane. The shading. Look at the shading there. You have. I didn't do and then she actually did the torso. So she did the torso, and then she connected it to her wing. Congrats, Tabitha. It looks amazing.
Thank you. You were talking about that. I'm like, I can't. For me, I was like, I can't just let it hang in midair. Let me try to, I don't know, connect it. Although then I started doing it. I'm like, dang, my dragon starting to look mighty fine. But you gotta fix this. So I started elongating the neck to make sure it's like, this is not a dude.
It is not a dude.
Yeah,
I can fully agree.
That your help with the tears. Your instructions with the tears were so helpful, because as simple as it was, it was difficult for me to comprehend on my own. So thank you for that. And then using the pen with the bristles to make the tears, it kind of made them wonky.
Yeah.
So that made them look more organic. So
exactly.
Thanks for that.
Very nice. Very nice. Well done, Padawan. Well done.
Thank you. Thank you, master.
So, and this is just a quick, I'll show you guys what I did here. I did 2 wings, but I didn't know if we had time to do the 2 wings. So right here, as you can see, is the folded wing on the other side. What I did was, I did exactly the same thing. I'm going to pull this in here so that you can see. And I did all my steps from step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4, except what I did is I did it inverted. And this part here is actually a mess up because the wing should be connected to the elbow, and then the elbow is connected, like the membranes are connected to the elbow. They don't overlap. So this here is a mistake that I did, which you can't really correct it, but that's fine. So it should be like this. So basically what I did was, very quickly, I did my 1, and this time I went down 2, 3, and then I did
That's
4.
super helpful doing it. I think that's what a lot of us struggle with is like, okay, so
Mhm.
we can do it like this because it's straightforward.
Yes,
How do we do it like this? Yeah, that's where
exactly.
I struggle. Yeah. But
So,
using the little lines and the balls to help you understand where things need to go.
and the sausage.
And the sausages and the Vienna sausages and the bratwurst and the bread. It's very, very helpful.
So I hope everybody's. What is
This
it?
is R2 sent me a picture in
No.
the Twix.
Oh,
in
let's
the
see. Let's see.
Twix.
Oh,
Do you
I
have it?
I have it.
Looks so good.
It looks amazing.
Those hairs look fan.
All right. We're going to pop it up here just a second and share screen.
And she did the shading, like everything.
She did everything. And she did it extended, which is I love this.
Yeah.
There it is.
Look at that. Your first or your second or whatever student.
Wow. So you can check out. Well, you can't see my mouse, but you can actually see she extended. Mine is a little bit more, curved up, but she extended her wing all the way out. The tears are organic. They look great. The shading is fantastic. I love how thin she went on the on the bones there. Very, very cool.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like her proportions are better than mine because, like, compared to my arm and the chest of my dragon, the hand is like this big. So she did a lot better on perception and size than I did.
Very, very nice. So
nice
snaps. If anybody else has any, send them my way.
Yeah.
If
you
not,
did really well. Maria's a good teacher. Excellent. Snaps. For the teacher, Maria. Snaps in the chat for Maria. Come on now, you can do it. Type in the snaps. Because I don't think they have an emoji for that. So.
You can keep going.
Oh, I'm sorry. Let me sing your praises. Minstrels will write songs about March 7th of 2025.
Anyway, now you have the basics. You know how to draw a dragon wing, the steps. You can do it any way you want. Have fun with it. You can have your wings, onto the side. You can have completely extended and flying. And yeah, it's great. So that's all I have for today. I don't know what do you have coming up, Dreaming Tabitha? You wanna
what do I have coming up? Okay, well, hopefully I will do something tomorrow, but I'm not gonna say for sure what it is just yet. I will be playing games on Sunday though, and then back to Monday, I'm gonna be releasing another video, another art challenge on my channel as I continue to work on other challenges for the upcoming year. Maria and I did a video together, and that's going to be airing soon. I just can't remember if that was this coming Monday or if it's the following Monday, but Maria and I swapped our old artwork and reimagined it.
That was awesome. That was so cool.
Yeah. Can't wait for you guys to see it. I pity the fool who doesn't watch that video.
And what do I have coming up? Nothing until next Thursday, which is art and chatting as always. I'm setting up stuff for gaming. So it's taking me a while because I do have a 9-to-5 job, which sucks in that sense. I know. I haven't made it yet. I'm not living the dream like some people.
You will be. You will. Oh, I forgot. Next Friday, of course, we're going to be back doing more dragons. We're going to come over to my channel. So Maria and I are bouncing back and forth. So next week, same time, same bat time, almost the same bat station. We're going to be coming over to my channel and we're going to be learning how to draw a full dragon next week. Full dragon. Head, neck, wings, tail, body, everything.
That's awesome. That's going to be so good. Anyway, that's all we have for tonight. Thank you so much for coming, everybody. Thank you to my mods. Clap for my mods. It's been great, yeah? Instead of Red Bull, Maria gives you wings. Oh, I'm going to highlight this. Thank you. That feels so nice. So, yeah. Check it out. All the links are in the description below. We'll check you out next week. See us.